Hi everybody. I know I was saying how we were all getting over COVID and I only had like a little bit of a lingering like congestion, and I thought that, that's it, we're over it. It's gone. My fever went away. My body aches and pains went away. The only thing that I have is all this congestion, which is really weird because you figure, oh, it's just maybe like lingering cold or whatever. Um If COVID lingers, you still have it. How do I know this? I took another test. I took another test. Hold on, if this is upside down for you guys to read. I think it's the same shit, but that's a positive test. Oh, and sorry. Anyways, that's a positive test, and I can't believe I still freaking have it. I still have it. I tested my son. He came back negative, but he was the first one who had it, and it was days after that I caught it from him. So it's still lingering. It's still lingering, and we still have COVID. So it really sucks because my husband can't return back to work. Um, and even though, thank God, we're doing all online for the kids, it still sucks because they still have to work through like congestion and all this other stuff going on. Because I'm not the only one. My kids all have congestion, for the exception of my oldest, who's the one who initially gave it to everybody. And then now I'm like stuck like this. There's so much mucus, it's ridiculous. It's like an overwhelming abundance of mucus. It's like, imagine a sinus infection, just boogers everywhere, constantly. It never stops. That's what's happening with me right now, which is why you can hear the congestion in my voice just a little bit. There it goes. So yeah, that's why I'm not like 100%. I did want to do this quick little video just to give everybody, a little information about COVID. Obviously, when you start to feel better, it does not go away. You have to have a positive, clear test saying that you are free of it. Because if not, you can actually carry it and then spread it to others, thinking that you're getting over it, and you're actually still a carrier of it. So I still walk around my house with a face mask on. The only reason I don't have one on right now is because I am in my bedroom, and once again, I sleep without a mask on, so it just doesn't make any sense to keep a mask on constantly in my bedroom while I'm locked up in here. We do spray with Lysol, like a lot, like crazy. I think we've gone through already maybe 12 cans of Lysol. And those are the big jumbo cans that are fucking almost $8, $9 each can. So, yeah, this is still my regular norm around my house. Um, my face mask, and and I'm gonna continue to monitor my situation, and also with my kids really closely, because I don't know if it could ever take a turn for the worse. Um, but it's definitely lingering on. So it is a lot like, a cold. But once again, if you have a runny nose with a cold, you're basically giving it out to everybody who you get in contact with. So if you got COVID, make sure that you retest yourself just to make sure and confirm that it's over. Because obviously, if you have a lingering, hankering um, cold and it's lingering, it hasn't gone away. You still have COVID. If you got tested positive with COVID, you still have it. So yeah, you'd have to be like 100% and then retest yourself just to verify. It's crazy. I didn't think this would be like this and that it would last this long, and it is. It is. I woke up early at 8 o'clock in the morning to take my medication. So as you can see, it's working so far. My risperidone is working awesome. and it's uh it's definitely helping. I just have to stay on top of my scheduled times that I'm supposed to take it, once in the morning, once noon, and then again right before bedtime. It does work, and I'm not going to say it's a cure for Tourette's, because it's not. It doesn't make it go away, but it definitely helps out big time. The risperidone 0.5 3 times a day for me has actually been working really, really great. But once again, if for any reason that I forget it, I miss it for like even an hour, or I'm off by like 30 minutes, I will literally have a moment where it will just be my Tourette's is going off and I can't control it. And it would be like, it almost looks like I have control over it and everything's fine. And then out of nowhere, I'll like blurt out some random ass word, or I'll blurt out a statement that is very fucking inaccurate. And my husband will like turn to me and be like, dude, what was that? Are you okay? Can I get you something? You know, what happened? And it's like, okay, an example. The other day I was in bed and was with my husband, and my Tourette's was going off because it was time for my medication. I had missed it, and I must have overslept. And in the middle of my like half asleep, half awake, I was yelling out, I hate you. I hate you. I love my husband. I don't hate him for any reason. But this is what I'm talking about. Just random shit coming out of my mouth that has nothing to do with anything. I love my husband to death. So much. I love him. He's like, he's the sugar in my life. I love him. So when when my Tourette's just out of randomly, and I'm laying right next to him, but I'm trying to sleep, and out of nowhere it just pops out, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And it keeps coming out over and over again. It's confusing for him, first of all. And second of all, it's frustrating for me because that is not how I feel. That's not my intent on making him feel that way. Like, that's just not how I feel at all. I love my husband so much. So for my Tourette's to go off and then just say that random ass thing, I hate you, that's a very strong word. And it just randomly comes out because I missed my medication for like 30 minutes or an hour or whatever because I overslept. So that was just an example, but that really happened. And it sucks because it's like taking words out of context and then placing it where it suits you. But for me, it's more like it's being taken out of context and it's suiting me in no way. Because of the fact that it's just some random ass shit. I'm not trying to say that. That's not how I feel. That's not how I feel. I don't feel like that. So, yeah, my Tourette's is still acting up, but it's only when I'm not on complete perfect schedule. So, and that happens every day because you want to get a little extra sleep, or you're exhausted because your body is going through some shit like COVID. So yeah, there's moments where I forget to take my medication, and then I have periods where it's like my Tourette is acting up, you know? So I'm getting excited, and I could kind of feel that acting up in my eye, and it's making me wink a little bit more than usual. That's that's my Tourette's acting up. This is just my mildest form of Tourette's, is when I'm having like my issues with my eyes and I'm blinking a little bit more, or my neck starts to do a little quick jerk. Um, it's because I'm getting wild, I'm getting excited. And so yeah, I wanted to also let you guys know that my feelings override my Tourette's medication. If I get too excited, if I get really, really happy, my Tourette's acts up, and it starts to over whoa, sorry, it's going off. It starts to go off. And oh wow, and also overly motivating sensory, things that are too much for my senses, and overdrive them. Sense of smells, taste, hearing, vision. These are all my different senses. They're always heightened. So when I'm going outside, that can happen. My Tourette's will just act up despite the fact that I'm taking medication, despite the fact that it's strong enough to control my Tourette's throughout most of the whole day. Um, my senses override that medication because it's just too intense. It's too much. So whether I take my meds or not, that's why I was saying Tourette's is something that's never going to go away. It's just something that's managed, and if you find the right medication that works with you, you can manage it. But for me, it's there's always that little drawback because of the fact that my sensory overload um, overruns my medication with my Tourette's. So that's why my my tics act up every once in a while, and they're um, for that reason, just because of that. And also my emotional state, because of my ADHD, is also really hard to control. So if I get too happy, I'm really really happy. If I get sad, I'm like fucking depressed. If I get angry, I'm like going through a rage. So it's so ridiculously to extremes, that's another reason why this only works so much, and the rest of it, I just it just happens. So I'm sorry I can't always capture what's happening to me, because sometimes when they happen, it's so random, and it's so quick. Sometimes I can't capture it on video. There are times where I'm having moments where my Tourette's is acting up really bad in bed, and I'm just so tired. All I want to do is go to sleep, but my Tourette's is acting up. So and I wish I had like a professional person or somebody by my side to kind of capture every time something happens, um, because that would help me document what's going on with me a little bit better, and at the same time also provide like a constant content for everybody to see, the day in the life of what happens to somebody with Tourette's, which is basically what happens to me in the day in the life of my life. My Tourette's happens very randomly. It comes around sometimes when I'm not expecting it. Other times I could feel them kind of coming on just a little bit right before they kind of unleash themselves. So it's just a daily struggle, and it's always gonna be like this. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to update everybody, let you guys know. All right. Whoa! Woo! Fuck. Woo! Fuck. Woo! I'm waiting for it to be over. I have to cover my nose so I don't spread shit everywhere throughout my whole room when I'm coughing or sneezing. Oh my god. But you see, it sets off my tics. It sets off my tics really bad. It makes my Tourette's go off. This is like anything that's discomforting of my body. It makes my tics go off. So you guys just saw right there what happens. Um, wow! It's hard to capture it all the time, but it does happen, and so it gets a little difficult. And you can still see my eyes are like kind of watery and red. Like none of that shit's gone away. Like it's still there. In the beginning, it wasn't like this. It literally, like, everything cleared up, everything was fine for like almost a solid day, and then the following day it was like I felt a little congestion, and it just got worse, and it kept getting worse. So yeah, I'm all stuffed up right now, and so my tics go off from it. But yep. So I see this video is going around close to almost 14 and a half, 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, but I wanted to give everybody an update on what's going on with me, and basically I'm not over COVID yet. I still freaking have it, and I'm testing positive for it, which really sucks. double proof, there it is, my positive test, and it really, 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 really sucks. So keep praying for me and the whole family, please. We could definitely use all your prayers out there, and just fingers crossed that all of this goes away and everybody is unfazed by it, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Prayers to God every single night. I'm just hoping that everything goes back to normal. I really, really would like things to go back to normal. It really sucks. Anyways, big kisses to everybody. Have a wonderful day. God bless you all, and thank you so much for joining me with this video, and hopefully I can have more for you in the future, God willing. So have a great day, guys. Bye.